Peace begins with each of us, right where we live. Each year, the Art of Peace honors a different non-profit organization for the peace and strength they provide to our community. This year, our theme is Living Peace, and we decided to honor the people of Tyler for the extraordinary work they do to make our community a better place. We asked a few of our friends to share their thoughts on local people who have inspired them by making a positive impact on East Texas. Listening to their conversations, we heard about personal stories of redemption, community leaders who were ahead of their time, faithful servants who work tirelessly to care for those in need, advocacy for legal justice, and a beautiful soul whose impact lives on beyond the grave. We would like to share a few of these stories with you now.
The person I want to honor is a young lady who has recently left us named Megan Dobrinsky. Megan was a wife, a mother, a teacher, and a coach. Megan's incredible ability to help others see the best of themselves is what I found so extraordinary. Her nickname was Smiley. Everywhere she went, she opened minds, opened hearts. And when you look at the photographs of Megan, you see her so physically close to these literally thousands of young women whom she touched as a softball player and softball coach. And you can just see that these young ladies feel better about themselves because they knew Megan Dobrinsky.
When I was asked to think about a person who could represent or who was local in representing peace, Mr. Ken Hawk came to mind. I was thinking about someone who has an impact in the area of justice, because I think peace and justice are interdependent. The fairness of justice in federal courts in East Texas, both formal and informal, is Mr. Hawk's preoccupation. Ken has the reputation of working closely with federal prosecutors to bring about fair and just sentences for those he represents. He is known for his integrity, his forthright approach. Prosecutors, judges know that they can trust him. His clients know that he can be trusted. Mr. Hawk is a justice expert and a peace builder who seeks sentences for his defendants that are just and therefore peace building. And he does this without diminishing the fairness of the outcomes. It isn't enough to just talk about peace. One has to believe in it and take daily steps toward building it. And Mr. Hawk does this every day when he seeks justice for his clients. And in doing so, he brings peace to our community. By seeking justice, Mr. Hawk is a peace builder.
I would like to recognize a person of peace in our East Texas community. Webster's defines peace as a state of mutual harmony between people or groups, especially in personal relations. Tracy Listener is the personification of peace. His work has helped children be able to go to school with full stomachs instead of empty stomachs, so they had the energy to be able to learn, with backpacks to carry their books, with pencils and paper in order to do their lessons. He has helped people facing devastating cancer diagnosis receive a customized exercise program to make their journey with the terrible disease more tolerable. He has worked tirelessly in ensuring that there is better end-of-life care for people in East Texas. Tracy is a credit to this community, and I am pleased to be able to honor him.
Well, I would just like to say Andrew Millen Tree is a citizen of Tyler, been here all his life. He's been a community leader and a peacemaker for the last 5 decades. Some of the things about Mr. Millentree that I like was he was a founding member of the Tyler Organization of Men. Mr. Millentree was an advocate and supported the single-member district lawsuit for the election of city councilman in the city of Tyler. He served on the city council from 1979 to 1982. He was also elected as county commissioner, precinct 4. Mr. Millentree was very instrumental in getting the Smith County to recognize Martin Luther King's birthday as an official holiday for people that work for Smith County to get paid for that particular holiday. So all in all, Mr. Millentree has provided a lot of support. He's provided a lot of leadership in this community. So we're very proud. I am very proud of Mr. Millentree for taking the stand that he took early on to make sure that our community had fair representation, and people were really able to sit down and thank him for the things that he's done for Tyler and East Texas.
Let me tell you about a friend of mine. His name is Aaron Dixon, who is a director at Highway 80 Rescue Mission Tyler Day Center over on Valentine. Aaron is a great young man. He's 54 years old. He was raised in Vernon. And Aaron was a good kid. He had a good family. And at one point later in his life, his family broke apart, and Aaron left home and got in trouble, and he got in more trouble, and he got into cocaine and marijuana. And Aaron became a really strong drug user for about 32 years. Aaron ended up going to prison and was in prison for about 10 years. At one point, after Aaron got in so much trouble, he started to realize, this is not the way I want my life to be. This is not who I want to be with my life. So Aaron was in Longview, and he was walking down Highway 80, and he said that he saw what he thought was an angel. And it was this guy, and this guy looked at Aaron and said, "Are you okay, son?" And Aaron goes, "No, I need help." So they walked 8 miles down Highway 80 to Highway 80 Rescue Mission. And Aaron entered into the drug rehab program and was in that program for 10 months. And Aaron beat drug addiction. Now Aaron is a director at Highway 80. He talks to other homeless people that have drug issues, alcohol issues. He can connect to them one-on-one. He has shown people what it takes to have hope. And so when I tell you that Aaron brings peace to the community, not only does he bring peace, but he brings hope. And a lot of these people have no hope. So Aaron, thank you for what you've done. Thank you for the lives that you saved, and thank you for giving people hope.
Right here in Tyler, Texas, we are surrounded by stories of love, impact, justice, memory, service, and peace. From these stories and so many more, we draw inspiration and strength to continue our own work as peacemakers. This is how we live peace. We thank all the people of Tyler who have given of themselves, above and beyond, in so many different ways, to make our community strong. Peace begins at home, and it begins with us.